Is it? That's what I'm hearing.
Actually, no. I'm going to use Eevee.
Okay. Yay! Okay. Um,
Alright, there we go.
can I switch this to like theme? Dark. Ha ha ha! Yay.
Yes, you can. I did that too. So, welcome everyone to this stream. I am here teaching Giraffe about competitive Pokemon, specifically the VGC variety, the ones that are the official Pokemon tournaments.
Hey Shivo! I'm here lurking, my lord. Hi Winter!
By winter already.
Yep, Shivo and Winter.
But yes, I am giving
Basically,
lessons on how VGC works.
So okay. For context, Flynn over here is going to a Pokemon tournament in July, and he wants me to come along, and I'm over here thinking of building my own team and maybe being with him during the entire tournament. So he's basically training me.
Yes. And also kind of myself, because I will admit, I am not the best player, not by a long shot. So anyways, as you know, you got basic Pokemon. You got your Pokemon,
That's
your level.
Yeah, I know. Isn't he so sweet, Winter?
Your abilities, and your 4 moves. Also, in Generation 9, you have your Terra type, which will be important later. So, we'll start with the Pokemon. Here, I am using Eevee as my wonderful training assistant. Say hello to Eevee.
Hello,
Eevee! So first things first, we're going to start with the ability. Eevee has 3 different abilities. Most Pokemon have anywhere from 1 to 3 abilities. Eevee has Runaway, which is not useful in competitive. It pretty much just lets you run away from any wild Pokemon fight, which is not helpful here. Adaptability, which this Pokemon's same type attack bonus is 2 instead of 1.5, which pretty much just boosts like moves like Tackle, Last Resort, stuff like that. And then Anticipation lets you know if the opponent has any super effective or one-hit KO moves.
Hey, Winter, you're fine if you interrupt. We don't mind. Or at least I don't.
Yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know. I will be willing to answer any. Now, the best ability for our pal Eevee here will be adaptability to power up its moves, as Eevee, frankly, does not have the greatest of stats. Now, the 4 moves are really up to you. What?
Remember the ability I was talking about earlier?
Which one? Hold on, I need to... Oh, Flail! Is that the one? Or is it Blizzard?
No, it's hidden something. I want to say it's a hidden ability that I remember placing on my Glaceon, and it was super powerful if I could outspeed Pokemon.
Well, for now, we're just going to have a little lesson here. So, the moveset I'm going to give my Eevee is what is known as a setup set. And the first move is Curse, which lowers my speed by 1 stage, but raises my attack and defense by 1. I'm going to put Calm Mind on there, which raises my special attack and special defense by one stage, which each stage is a .5 addition to the last one, so it eventually stacks up to... It eventually stacks up to 4 times the normal amount at stage 6. And then I'm going to put on Stored Power, which 20 plus power for each of the boosted stats. Just makes it more powerful. And lastly, I'm going to give it the move.
Winter, don't question. He's literally going on a tangent. Anyway, guys, if you guys haven't seen, we are on split screens. Over here is my screen, while over there is Flynn's screen. I was able to split screen this, so hopefully, and you guys get to see both perspectives.
And as for the item, I'm going to give Eevee here the Leftovers item, so that it can restore HP as it bolsters its defenses. And as for this lovely tower, this is the Eevee and Ivy spreads. So normally, you're just going to want all your IVs to be 31. It's just common practice. It's good. It pretty much just gives you 31 more points than what you would have, because, see, I'm putting my EVs down to 0. For HP, I have 115 HP, whereas I boosted up to 31. I've got 131. It's a bit different for level 50, which is what VGC takes place at, level 50.
Mm-hmm. See, but and he's also training me over here, Winter, so... What's your question, Winter? Why would lower speed be better? Why would lower speed be better?
That is actually an excellent question, and for that, I will bring up 2 more helpers. Here we have Indeedee Female, and here we have Armor Rouge, who are currently 2 very popular Pokemon in the current... Well, not so much lately, they've kind of fallen off. But the reason slower speed would be better is because these Pokemon both get a move called Trick Room. And the way Trick Room works is the turn order is reversed, meaning all the slower Pokemon go first in Trick Room, which really gives other Pokemon like King Gambit here more viability, because as you can see, King Gambit kind of slow here. And another good Pokemon that benefits from having slow speed in Trick Room is our boy, the sussy boy Amoonguss, with this abysmal base 30 speed. But anyways, the way EVs work is, I believe it's the first 4 give +1, and then every 8 afterwards gives another 1. And you think, oh, all that might not be a big deal, but as you can see, as I slide from the 0 defense EVs to 252, it adds a lot. It's a good amount. And as a general rule of thumb, at least when you're trying to decide for defensive Pokemon, if you're debating on distributing between hit points, defense, and special defense, you're going to want to go with the lowest one. So, for example, here, Eevee's defense is the lowest, so I'm going to pump it up to 252. The next is the base 55 HP, which I'm actually going to put to about half, and then I'm going to put the rest into special defense to kind of round out the defenses. And then the very last thing here is natures, which will increase one stat and decrease another. And here I've given Eevee a modest nature to boost its special attack while giving a downside to its physical attack because
Isn't there a thing where some Whopper gives you a health buff if you'll kill it enough times?
what?
Winter asked. Oh, these are legal.
I'm not sure exactly what you're talking about, Winter, but for the sake of this, I'm going to say no, but if I prove myself wrong by talking, feel free to interject.
Isn't there a berry that will cure it of any stat?
That would be the Lumberry.
The what berry?
Lum, Lum. Anyways, so as you can see here, we've got a fully decked out Pokemon. We've got all our EVs distributed. We have the nature. We have the IVs distributed. We have moves, ability, item. Any questions so far about the content of this course?
No. I'm over here not, if I'm being honest, not paying attention, but Winter's over here paying attention and writes down Winter. Okay. I'm letting you know this, Winter. Me and Flynn were actually talking about, like, training, like, you into something like this if you're ever up to it.
Yes. But, anyways, you're supposed to be the one paying attention, so why don't you do that?
I'm over here setting up Pokemon.
Well, we're not going to do that yet. I can help you with that later. For now, I just want you to learn about this. So,
anyways,
yeah.
Continue.
So, I don't know. Where should I start in terms of your questions? What questions do you have for me about this?
I don't really have any questions other than like the page that you're at. How do you know which is better for your Pokemon?
That's actually a good question. It really depends on what you want to go for with each Pokemon. As I see, you've taken an interest in Dragonite, so let me pull up Dragonite. You see, Dragonite, for starters, we'll start with the ability. Has two abilities. Inner Focus and Multiscale. Inner Focus makes it so that the Pokemon can't flinch, which is actually very useful because... Let me get rid of Amoonguss here. Currently, this Pokemon, Iron Hands, is fairly popular and runs the move Fake Out. And
but
Fake Out
never works out for me.
That is because you can only use it on the first turn that a Pokemon hits the field. It can only be used... So, let's say I had King Gambit here on the field and I switched out for Iron Hands. The first time Iron Hands gets to move is the only time I can use Fake Out. And let's say I swapped out Iron Hands for Armor Rouge and then swapped Iron Hands back in, I could use Fake Out again. That's how it works.
I might have to leave for a bit to feed doggos. That's okay, Winter.
Now, Dragonite's Inner Focus prevents it from flinching, which flinching pretty much just prevents it from moving that turn. It pretty much takes your turn away from you, but more importantly, it makes it immune to Intimidate, which Intimidate is an ability that lowers the physical attack. And as you can see here, Dragonite is a bit of a physical attacker, with that being its highest base stat at a whopping 134, which is very, very respectable. Now, there are a variety of ways you could do. You could start with Inner Focus, but it also has Multiscale, which the way Multiscale works is when your HP is at 100%, you take half damage from an attack. So let's say King Gambit used Kowtow Cleave against your Dragonite while it was at full HP with multi-scale.
Mm-hmm.
It would only take half the amount of damage that it normally would. But there are a variety of different ways you can go with Dragonite that honestly change depending on its item. You could give it the Choice Band item to increase its attack. You could give it Life Orb to do the same thing, but at the cost of a little bit of recoil. And the way the choice items work, Choice Band, Choice Scarf, and Choice...
Eating.
What was that?
Winter said, am I eating? And I'm like, yes, I've been eating.
I've been making sure of it. But yeah, the way Choice Band, Choice Scarf, and Choice Specs works is it effectively gives you a one-stage boost to its respective stat, but you can only use the first move you select. So, like, let's say you clicked Extreme Speed as your move, that would be the only move until you switch out.
Yeah. I've never been able to figure out what to give the Pokemon for the item other than berries, because I know
Well, okay.
I know this type of berry, especially if I use Outrage, that it will once become confused, and if I use Lumberry, it will no longer be confused afterwards.
Well, that's not only the only use Lumberry has for Dragonite, because there's also Pokemon like, let me get rid of Armarouge. I need too many helpers. We have this lovely boy known as, hold on, Arcanine, which is actually very popular. That knows the move Will-O-Wisp, which burns the target. And the way burn works is it deals, I believe, an eighth of your HP every turn, but it also halves your physical attack stat. So as you can see here, my helper Dragonite has 154 attack. If it was burnt, that'd be halved. And so Lumberry, if you gave it to Dragonite, could cure it of the burn and make it so that you have your 154 attack stat again.
Yeah, Winter, that's the only thing I know.
Yeah. Anyways, let's start with what sort of team you want. Let's start. Just delete every Pokemon on there that you have, okay?
But I don't wanna.
We'll do this one at a time, okay?
Fine.
That would be the best way to do it, because there are certain rules that you have to abide by.
Okay, how do I delete a Pokemon?
You know what? You can just go and create a new team.
I get it.
Yeah, okay. But anyways...
Take note. I will re-watch this for me to take notes. Why do you think I'm streaming it?
Well, anyways, let's
helping me.
Let's start with the first Pokemon.
For me?
Yes, for you.
It'd be Glaceon.
Now, Glaceon, not the greatest Pokemon.
I know it's not the greatest Pokemon, but it's one of my favorites, and I want it to be on my team.
But we have something to work with. Now, Glaceon here, we're going to take a look at the base stats, is a bulky special attacker. It's got good defense at 110, a good 130 special attack stat, and a respectable 95 special defense. So, what you want to do with a Pokemon is play to its strengths. So here you see a good defense and special defense with a monstrous 130 special attack stat. So there are a few ways we could go about this. We could do a we could do an assault vest build where we bolster Sylveon or Glaceon's special defense, but you can only click damaging moves, which isn't great. Actually, let's take a look at...
Well, I know exactly what moves I'm gonna give Glaceon.
Now, let's not be too presumptuous on that, because things can change, because I'm looking at Glaceon's moveset, and I'm seeing a few interesting choices. So...
Glaceon can have almost any type of weird ability out there.
Let's see. Okay, so... Oh. As you can see here, I'm taking a look at Glaceon's ability. And I'm just seeing a couple of different routes we could take here. Now, granted, we could just ignore the ability and build the Pokemon. However, that's not always the greatest idea, because an ability can help strengthen a Pokemon. And given what I'm seeing, I would say potentially the best set would be to actually partner Glaceon with Abomasnow here to set up Snow. And then take advantage of the Leftovers item and Ice Body. And so that way, when you have Glaceon and Abomasnow on the field together, Glaceon will be healing an eighth of its health every turn from Leftovers and Ice Body combined. Now, here's where the moveset comes in. Generally, on most Pokemon, what you're going to want to do is have 2 offensive moves and 2 status moves. And usually, this first status move you're going to want is Protect. Protect is an incredibly valuable move for any Pokemon in the game. Protect
Winter
is...
asked what moves change the weather. It's not... Okay, I know there are moves out there that will set the weather, but we're talking about the ability a Pokemon has when, as soon as it enters the field, it will set off weather.
Not yet Aurora.
But I know Rain Dance can have it rain.
The 4 moves are Sunny Day, Snowscape, Sandstorm, and Rain Dance. It used to be Hail instead of Snow, but they changed that into Generation 9, where what it used to be is Hail did 1/16 of all non-Ice type Pokemon's health every turn. The way it works now is Snow gives a 50% increase to a Pokemon, to Ice type Pokemon's physical defense. But I see you selecting moves, and I'm going to tell you Hyper Beam is already a no.
Why?
Just no. It's a bad move, especially for competitive. Because Hyper Beam leaves your Glaceon open to counterplay. And a strong fighting type, fire type, any one of Ice's monstrous number of weaknesses can just come in and pick up a KO. Now, we're going to play into the fact that Snow gives Glaceon an increase to the defense, and give it Calm Mind to help raise its special attack and special defense for its second move slot. And you're also going to want to take Avalanche on there because Do you see this pitiful 65 attack stat on Glaceon? Avalanche will not be doing damage with it. Instead, you will likely want Freeze Dry here. Because Freeze Dry is 70 base power, 100% accurate, has a 10% chance to freeze the target, and does super effective damage to water. And for our last move, we are going to use pretty much what we're going to do with Glaceon is try to make it stay on the field for as long as we can have it. And to help with that, our last move will be Chilling Water. And here's a fun fact for you. With Chilling Water and Freeze Dry, there is no one singular type that resists both water and ice, thanks to Freeze Dry doing super effective damage to water. So no singular type will resist you, but dual types, that's a different story. Now I see you're on the stats page, but we're going to take a gander here over to this box.
The Terra type?
Yes. Now, Glaceon is an ice type with a lot of defense. A lot of defensive problems. It's not a good defensive type, which is what we want for our Glaceon. Now, ice is weak to fire, fighting, rock, steel, and hold on, let me pull up type charts.
Fighting, rock, steel, and fire, that's all.
Let's see. Gen 9 chart. Alright. So we're going to want to keep this in mind. So attack. So we want...
I'm lost now, Terra. Hey, Winter, you remember how in the Pokemon race between me and Flynn that we terrorized our Pokemon, how it had that weird little crystal thing above the Pokemon heads? That's what Terra types are.
Yeah, firefighting, rock, and steel all do super effective to ice. And the only type to resist the only type that ice resists is ice itself. And so we are going to want to change that. Now, there are a few options here. We could go Terra Steel in order to give it many more resistances than what it already has. However, that can be a problem because we would still be weak to fire, and fire is a very common offensive type.
Well, with the Pokemon battles that you showed me, I saw a lot of rock types than anything else.
That is actually... Hold on, Here's kind of the list I have of all, like, the competitively viable Pokemon right now, and actually, mostly we have, let's see, Fire, Ground, Steel, Ice, Dragon, Ice. A lot of ice types, actually. Fighting, Fire, Ghost, Fire. Yeah, Garganacl is our one and only rock type. But fire type attacks are decently common, and so we want to remove that weakness. Now, what I would recommend is going for both offense and defense with Sylveon and our Terra type, and going for Terra Water, as that will turn off our fire, rock, fighting, and our steel weakness, and I believe turn them all into resistances, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, resisting fire, Also resists ice and steel. But yeah, we'll end up not being weak to any of the types we previously were. While also, hold on, that's just my standings. Sorry. Why we also give our chilling water a good power boost to that. Now, here is the fun part that you are looking forward to. We are going to distribute the stats. Yes, I know. It is a long process.
Oh crap, I have to make a call. Okay, Winter. We'll be here.
Yep, this is going to be a long string.
Well, as long
Maybe.
as you
We are already at
30 minutes.
Wait, it's already 8:30?
Yeah.
Jeez.
We've been streaming for almost 30 minutes now.
Alright. Well, what we're going to do is we are going to, for starters, put 252 into the hit points. Because Sylveon does not have the highest base HP. Glaceon does not have the highest base HP. It is not great. And what we are going to do is put, let's see, we are going to even out the defenses by putting 68 points into defense and 188 into special defense. So that way it can take hits well on both ends. And we are going to give it the modest nature to give it a small bump to its special attack so it can still be dealing damage while taking hits. Yep. And next up, our good partner for Glaceon will be our friend Abomasnow here. Now, I have never used an Abomasnow before, so bear with me. For starters, we're going to keep the Snow Warning ability because that's what we want Abomasnow to be here, but let's see. We've got a frankly poor mixed attacker with middling stats here. Okay, this is going to be harder than I thought to make Glaceon work. You are giving me a challenge.
You're welcome. I thought you wanted a challenge.
Well, what I really wanted to do was kind of just give you a team to start off with, just to kind of introduce you to the concepts. Because I literally have 24 Pokemon here, all completely trained, ready to go for pretty much any team. But let's continue. Well, we'll see if it does. Ooh. The first move we are going to be putting on Abomasnow is Aurora Veil. Now, Aurora Veil is this move with the funny comic antic of having all incoming damage for 5 turns, but only in the snow. And as for Abomasnow, its item is going to be the Icy Rock.
Okay.
Icy Rock just to give the increased duration to snow. Now, Aurora Veil is going to be our first move because it just provides utility and survivability. Now, the second move we're going to put on is obviously Protect. Protect is just a good move.
What's
But from here,
what's the grass move where you plant seeds and it steals the health?
Leech Seed.
Yeah.
Normally, I would say that's a good idea, but not on Abomasnow here. Abomasnow just doesn't have the bulk for that. It's got a frankly poor base 75 attack and kind of middling base 85 special defense. So it just. What we're going to do is turn it into more of a. Well, maybe. This could be a high risk, high reward play, but I think it would be best to turn Abomasnow into a sort of sweeper by tossing on Blizzard, because Blizzard, despite this 70 accuracy, cannot miss in the snow, which it will be setting up. And it also has that great 10% chance to freeze. And we will be tossing on Energy Ball as the last move here. Now, here, the greatest threat to Abomasnow is fire types due to the grass and due to just grass and ice not being a good type combo. And so from here, we have a number of directions we could take. We could do Terra Water, but that would increase our overall weakness to electric and grass. But not really, because we have two ice types just sort of sitting here. But I would actually recommend Terra Dragon for Abomasnow, because that will give it the resistance to fire it also craves, and just give it a bunch of other sort of useful resistances. And as for the stats, for starters, I would say we're going to make the most out of this bulk and put of what we can in our bulk and put 255 or 252 into HP. And probably just go up to the white bar and click on that. That's probably the best stat spread. You see the white bar up at the top of this?
Yeah.
Just click on that. That's probably the best stat spread we're going to get out of this.
Okay.
Now for the next Pokemon.
Garganical.
Garganical? Okay, that's something I can work with. Now,
see, the thing is that I want to team up Garganical with Dragonite, because Dragonite's flying and Garganical can 1 use Salt Cure and 2 use Earthquake and not damage Dragonite at all. Unless there's another flying type that I should use. Because I don't want it. Because I've used
normally I would praise you on your forward thinking, but Garganical's point isn't to do damage with Earthquake. Like,
I know it's not, but it's worked with me.
You want Garganical to sit on the field? Now, given the fact that we have already used the leftovers item on Glaceon, we are going to give Garganical the Assault Vest to kind of play into what you are thinking. Because that is a good idea, but yeah.
Dirty.
And so
I want
we are
the
going to
ability
leave.
compete. I want.
No, leave Purifying Salt because Purifying Salt is the far superior ability, especially when we get to the Terra type.
Well, in the past, I have had Garganical one-hit kill, and
Well,
if
that's
he
not going
has
to happen
Salt
here
Cure,
because.
and with Sturdy, he can still use Salt Cure at least on a Pokemon.
Well, that's not going to happen here because Assault Vest takes care of this.
Welcome back,
Frankly, because Assault Vest takes care of the special defense, which isn't that big of a problem. I mean, 90's decent, but not great, unlike this whopping 130. But we are going to kind of play into what you had going here. What we're going to do is, yes, that I did not mean to press that. Since it has the Assault Vest, it can only use moves that deal damage. So we're going to start off with Salt here, Earthquake, and then probably Body
I'm
Press.
letting you know this, that if me and you ever do, like, go to the tournament and me and you are face to face, I know for a fact you're gonna win because you put up my team.
That is true. However, keep in mind, I may know your team inside and out more so than other people, but keep in mind, for a majority. So, in the tournament, there is something known as open team sheets. And the way open team sheets works is they see your 6 Pokemon, your Pokemon's ability, Terra type, and moveset. They see everything on your Pokemon except for its stats. They know the base stats, but they do not know how you've trained it. So they wouldn't know if you put 252 into defense. They wouldn't know if you had a modest nature or a jolly one. What they know is this box that I am tracing around. That is what they know. They do not know your stats. But even though the fact I know your stats, Pokemon still has an element of mind games going on because because it's about making predictions about what your opponent is going to do. And you can mitigate this by playing in a completely weird way that I would not expect of you. Just like, let's say you normally. So let's go with your normal play style of very hyper offensive. Let's say you're doing that.
Do you know what Winter said?
What?
Winter said, "I'm bored and it's your problem now." Why is it our problem?
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to provide entertainment while also educating you. Anyways. The point is, there are things you can do to mitigate my knowledge of your team. Now, as for the last move, I am going to say go for Heavy Slam, because Garganical be a thick boy.
You sure?
Now, as for the stat spread, we are going to put, of course, all 252, and, well, we'll look at the spreads later. And then we are going to put, let's see. Now, Garganical here is going to be more of a defensive Pokemon. You're going to want to just, like, chip away at it, with salt here. Now here, let me pull out some math real quick. 42 times 1.5. Yeah, just so you know, this is what your Garganical special defense stat will be.
Okay.
In battle. This is what it is. 213.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm gonna be distracted.
That is a very good thing.
While you're trying to learn.
Especially considering... Okay.
I'm very easily distracted. Flynn should know this.
Please stop distracting my girlfriend. I'm trying to teach her how to play competitive Pokemon, so...
Hey, you're the one that told me to stream, so...
Yeah, and... I don't know. Let's see.
Why is dark spelled with a K? Because you cannot... Oh my gosh. Winter!
Well, wait, what?
Why is dark spelled with a K? Because you cannot see.
That's actually a pretty good one, Winter.
Because you cannot see in the dark. Oh my gosh. You know what? Just continue.
And we are going to give Garganical here an Adamant Nature. To kind of help shore up its... not horrible, but not great. Kind of middle of the pack, ranging on a slightly above average attack stat. And up next, you said you wanted Dragonites, so...
Well, I want a levitating type. It's either going to be Dragonite or Gyarados.
Another Pokemon that would work well is Hydreigon, because Hydreigon is not flying type, but it does have
levitation.
The ability Levitate, which makes it immune to ground type attacks. And frankly, to put it simply, Hydreigon hits like a semi-truck carrying cement going 100 miles an hour. Hydreigon is a bloody beast of a Pokemon.
I should have really been paying more attention to the video you showed me today.
Yeah. But Dragonite's a good start, actually, so we'll start with Dragonite. Because there is some fun stuff that you could do with Dragonite.
Well, the thing is that I know Dragon hurts Dragon, and I don't want that.
Well, that's going to be happening pretty much no matter what. But I'm getting my brain juices going.
Am I having you think too hard? Well, with Dragonite, I normally would have Outrage on him, and then after he's done with Outrage, it will confuse him, so that's why I use Lumberry as an item, so that he's no longer
Normally,
confused.
Outrage is not a bad move. I'm saying that now. In most circumstances. You see, but it's kind of bad for competitive Pokemon because it doesn't have consistency. It lasts for a random amount of turns and confuses your Pokemon. Because here's the thing. It's super easy to get around Lumberry healing your confusion by just burning it with Will-O-Wisp. And actually, we're going to use that to our advantage. here. Oh, also, I forgot Garganackle Terra Ghost. Because of the ability Purifying Soul. Because the way Purifying Soul works is it halves ghost type damage. And it also prevents paralysis, confusion, all the status moves, pretty much. It prevents it with Purifying Soul, which status moves a big part of competitive Pokemon.
Okay.
So, pretty much, we are going to be using the Lumberry and Multi-Scale
Look
to...
at what? What am I looking at, Winter? What did you send in chat?
Oh boy. Winter, what are you doing?
What did he send? I can't see it.
It's Lechonk.
It's so cute. Okay. Whatever you say.
I do
It's
not
the
like
piggy.
Lechonk, but that's simply because of the meme around it and its name.
What, you need to explain this to me. Explain the
It's a
meme.
long story. It's a long story.
We
Now,
have time.
yes, but I'm trying to teach competitive Pokemon here, and that's kind of hard to do. So, pretty much, we are going to be using the Lumberry and Multi-Scale to our advantage by baiting out our opponent. Because either A, they try to burn us, and we get the Lumberry. Or B, they go for an attack, and Multi-Scale halves the damage. So what we're going to do is use that first turn to set up Dragon Dance.
Well, the thing is that doesn't it inside the tournament, like you have to actually get it inside Scarlet and or Violet?
Yes.
Oh, this is gonna take forever.
Yes, it will, but I will help you. Because I also...
You need to help yourself first. Wow, rude. What did we do, Winter? I was writing notes, but after the call, I got lost, so now I'm just no braining. It's okay, Winter. If you ever like have questions, you can always come and chat. Like you can come inside the streaming chat and just ask. You have access to it.
Yeah, you can always ask any questions. I am willing to answer all questions about this because...
I mean, I literally go to him in person and sometimes, like, we listen to Pokemon and then out of nowhere I get a random question. And he's more than willing to answer it.
So, what we're going to do is... So, pretty much, what we want to do with Dragonite is use the Lumberry item and Multi-Scale to sort of bait out something. Because they're either going to try to paralyze us to slow us down, hit us to try to just get rid of us, burn us to reduce our attack, or something like that. And so we're going to use the Lumberry to bait out status, and Multi-Scale to bait out damage. And use turn 1, at least, of Dragonite hitting the field to safely set up Dragon Dance.
What's the second move that you put for Dragonite?
I have Dragon Dance, Protect, and Dragon Claw as the moves you're going to want. Because Dragon Claw, yeah, only has 80 base power compared to the 120 of Outrage, but trust me, I have a method to my madness. So here's where things get a bit dicey, and it comes to you to make a personal choice. You can either run extreme speed to have priority and essentially hit hard, hit fast. Now, I'm not too worried about you being too slow thanks to Dragon Dance, but this is just like a little bit of extra insurance. Or you could use Earthquake to sort of try to
if I
hit.
use Earthquake, whatever Pokemon I have with it's gonna affect it too.
Yes, that is a thing. Or option number 3, if you still want to do still want to do spread damage, but it won't be as powerful, we have Rock Slide, which would especially pair well if you're able to get more than one Dragon Dance off.
Well, the thing is that I want a Pokemon that can attack both of them, but won't damage my partner.
Well, in that case, you're going to want Rock Slide. However, I'm going to make an argument here for Extreme Speed, because Extreme Speed is just a useful move, because...
Well, I've never used Extreme Speed before, so you have to elaborate on that.
And I will, because moves with increased priority like Extreme Speed, Aqua Jet, Jet Punch, the list goes on, are incredibly valuable, especially Extreme Speed, because Extreme Speed has an incredible base power for one of these moves. So, the reason you want to have Extreme Speed is because it'll A, go first most of the time, and B, it can also help sort of clean up an opponent at low health, or, and this will actually bring us to the Terra type, Terra Normal is the type we are going to go for as an offensive ability to use Extreme Speed to hit even harder, because you will get the same type attack bonus from the Terra Normal, and you'll also get defensive benefits from it, and not as many as I would like, but enough to make it worthwhile. To hit, pretty much just to buff Extreme Speed as much as possible. Now we get to the stat spread.
I want to watch videos, but I also want to be here, and I know if you guys decide for me, then you will say go watch videos, but then I feel like I have to stay. And I'll be honest, he lost me after he got into territory. Okay, well, Winter.
So okay, let me explain this.
You can always join VC, and you can always still watch videos and still listen. But yeah.
Yes, you could do that. But Winter, allow me to explain terrestrialization. You see, the way terrestrialization works is it changes a Pokemon's type. So that's literally it. It changes it to a different type.
For a brief amount. Basically for the round.
Until the battle ends. Pretty much until the battle ends or until the Pokemon is knocked out. And so each Pokemon
so that's how
usually has the same Terra type as one of its two original types. Like Amoonguss here, it usually comes with grass or poison. However, you can change that to get different defensive or offensive benefits. Yes, it is overpowered. And we are using that to our advantage.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because the way terrestrialization works is... So
basically, until you terrestrialize a Pokemon, it will change into that type.
Yes.
So let's say it this way, like if you had a...
Hold on. It will change defensively and somewhat offensively, because let's take Dragonite here, who is Dragon and Flying. Now, since Dragonite is Dragon and Flying type, it gains a damage boost to its Dragon type and Flying type moves, known as same type attack bonus. When you terrestrialize into a different type, you get the same type attack bonus of that type. Like, for example, Normal here gives the same type attack bonus to Extreme Speed. However, for terms of defense, you are treated as Normal type. You are not treated as Dragon and Flying. You lose all the benefits of being Dragon and Flying.
Mm-hmm. Let's say it this way, you could go as far as if you had a water type Pokemon, you could terrestrialize it to a fire type. And
Yes.
fire moves won't necessarily do damage to it, but
It would take reduced damage from grass type attacks, etc.
basically whatever hurts water won't hurt water anymore unless it also hurts fire as well.
Yes.
That's how I put to it. I literally thought terrestrialized was just making it look fancy until Flynn over here actually made sense to it for me.
Yes. However, you can also terrestrialize into one of the two types of Pokemon already
This breaks my mind.
And that would... So, the same type attack bonus is 1.5, but if you terrestrialize into the same type, like let's say we terrestrialize Dragonite into Dragon type, it would get another 1.5 to become 2 times.
I have a question. Are we putting together a 5 Pokemon team or 6?
6, because all Pokemon teams are 6. That's how it works. And
isn't it inside the tournament? You can only bring 5, and you can only battle with 4?
The way VGC works is you have 6 Pokemon, and you play... Every round is a best of 3. So, let's say you and me were playing in the tournament. We would play 1 game, and we would play 2 games. And let's say I won both of them, the round would be over. But if I won one and you won one, we would go on to a game 3 as sort of a deciding factor.
Anyways, Winter, what's breaking your mind?
You bring 4 Pokemon to each match, but you can change in between. Let's say at the start, let's say I'm using this team here with Palafin, Arcanine, Amoonguss, Fluttermane, Tinglu, and Kingambit. I could bring Palafin, Arcanine, Tinglu, and Kingambit to game 1, Palafin, Arcanine, Amoonguss, and Fluttermane to game 2, and then Tinglu, Kingambit, Fluttermane, and Amoonguss to game 3. Pretty much.
Okay, Winter. The thing is that when you are in Scarlet and Violet, to get Pokemon to have the opposite of their Terra type, you can only get that in raids or by extreme luck.
I'm debating on what to do.
Yes, they're OP, but getting the opposite or the Terra type that you want with the Pokemon that you want, you have to battle them in raids or be extremely lucky.
And as for the spread, yeah, just kind of mimic what I got going on. It's not perfect, but
it's what you got.
Yeah.
Anyways, you gonna go and say goodnight to your grandmother or no?
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Don't mind me, guys. I'm just taking my pill. But yeah, Winter, if you ever do want to come in here, you always can. Like, you're always welcome. Like, we won't kick you out. But yeah, if you want to watch other videos, it's perfectly fine. I thought you had cookies, and I was gonna say you have enough to. If I had cookies, I would probably say no, but yes at the same time. But no, okay. What's today's date? Is today Wednesday? Today's Thursday. Today's Thursday. I'm sorry, I just got a new package of pills, and I have to put dates on them, so. Give me just 1 second. Just so that I don't lose track of if I've taken them or not, because I've been struggling with that recently. Yeah. Anyway, since me and him are probably done with this Pokemon, I'm gonna pick my new Roaring Moon. That's my next one.
Alright, I'm back. Next Pokemon, let's go.
Roaring Moon. See,
What?
I told you guys we were gonna do that. Roaring Moon.
Ooh.
Is that like the lead? Was that ooh, I'm surprised, or ooh, yes, let's do this?
Bit of both. In fact, I will be consulting
You thought that I would probably be the last person to do this? Please get rid of that ad before I get monetized.
I cannot.
Here, let me just not look at your screen for a little bit until you figured it out.
Yeah, I'm looking at builds.
Look at no. The last time an ad popped up to something that I was like watching, my entire stream went down. So that's how sensitive ads are to streams.
Alright.
Hey guys, look, it's a Pikachu.
Okay, actually, I got a different stat spread in my thing, and I'm gonna just
Ow, frick,
Control C, and let's go back over here.
Why is its stats so low? This looks horrible.
Let's see, 30s. Let's see, did I get that right? I'm changing up Dragonites because I was looking at this and I'm gonna use. Yeah, I got that right. And
I go back to work tomorrow, meaning I have to stay up all night editing a video, which I don't mind. Oh, by the way, guys, expect a video out tomorrow.
So I'm slightly modifying Dragonite. Instead, we're gonna give it 212 HP, 252 attack with inanimate nature, 4 defense, 4 special defense, and 36 in speed.
Can I look at your screen again?
Yes, you can look at my screen.
Oh my god, that's huge! Not what I want! Okay. Is it? Okay, yes, it's back into place. But yeah, Winter, everyone who's ever watching, expect a video tomorrow. I'm starting a new series. It's going to be a solo-ish series, but it's an RP series. So I hope, but if you guys like it, please let me know because I've enjoyed playing on the world.
But yeah, first we're going to modify Dragonite's stats real quick.
Oh, that's Dragonite? Oh, frick.
Yeah. 212, 255, Adamant Nature,
Four,
4, 0, 4, 36.
E. Oh, yeah, me and Chris found out why my laptop stopped loading a world after a bit. It's because my computer only has 8G. Yeah, that's what I figured. It's what I was trying to give you, but apparently it wasn't working properly. I figured it was the gigabytes. Anyways, let's do Roaring Moon, and then we can work on my last Pokemon, and then we can actually fight.
Yep. And as for Roaring Moon, I already have everything loaded up.
Acrobats, what's the second move? Because apparently my rewards is in the way.
Jaw Lock.
Can you repeat that?
Jaw Lock. Just type it into the bar.
Dragon Dance and Protect. And then it's stats.
And the item you're going to want to have is the Booster Energy.
It's stats. What do you want?
252 in attack and speed, Adamant Nature with 4 HP. And the rest into HP.
Yeah.
And you got it down.
After I upgrade my RAM, I want to play the Fire and Ice mod pack. There's a Fire and Ice mod?
Huh. Also, Terra Flying for your...
Flying.
Which puts it as another contender to put alongside Garganacl while spamming Earthquake.
Okay, now for my last Pokemon.
Now that is a good question. We got lots of good candidates to choose from. And I'm thinking, why not continue the dragon trend?
I don't want to. Because I have too many dragon types and I know dragon hurts dragons.
Also, we continue the ice trend because we've kind of got a mix for your team with...
We have ice, rock, and dragon.
Yep. And I'm thinking about the new pseudo-legendary Baxcalibur.
Never used him.
Hold on, let me pull up the set that Smogon gave me with the loaded dice, I believe it was. Did I say it on here?
It has dragons, lots of weapons. I do want to do a survival mod pack with a dragon mod and getting myself a dragon, making myself a kingdom and some sort of that. Because I feel like that would be really cool. Especially in survival.
Now, loaded dice, thermal exchange, and then icicle spear, glaive rush, ice sword, and protect.
I can only go so fast, so give me 1 second. What's the second one?
Glaive rush.
Ice shard and protect.
Now, actually, before we move on,
okay,
we need to have another move debate.
Oh.
We could keep Ice Shard, or we could again do Dragon Dance.
See, the thing is with Dragon Dance, whenever I try to use it, my Pokemon always gets knocked down.
Well, the reason for that is because you try to go for too many.
No, I go for
Is
one. Like my first one, and it's one hit KO.
well, also keep in mind the Pokemon that you were using to fight me were not competitively trained, while I was using semi competitively trained Pokemon.
Fair.
That also has an influence. And so we could keep Ice Shard as good priority in case we need to pick up a quick KO. It, this is again up to you.
Oh, I'm gonna use Dragon Dance.
All right.
I'm getting rid of that so I can see.
There you go.
Wait! You didn't give me the stats.
Oh, 236 HP, 255 attack, 4 in defense and special defense, adamant nature.
There we go. Okay, I got my team.
Now I
Now
am
how do
going
I
to
validate
craft
it?
my team. And I
Hi, Crazy! Welcome back, Shivo.
hey, back to competitive Pokemon.
You're putting together your team real quick, and then we'll finally start battling. Only took us an hour.
Yep.
He's putting together a team to get rid of my team because he knows my team.
No, I'm actually just kind of choosing a team I want to try out. And I will be giving you advice.
He's basically helping me until we actually go to the big games. Or he's helping me the best he can. Just came to make sure everything was going well. Skell and I did horror games that scared me so much. I believe it. Skell is a horror person. I might just nod off since I have been up since 6 a.m. and it's been 10. I only got 4 hours of sleep today, so that's a
Right.
mid.
I can see that you are not logged in, so I cannot challenge you to a battle.
Want me to log in?
Yes, you need to log in.
How do I log in without getting rid of my team?
You're fine. You can just log in. Um,
Define logging in.
uh, pretty much, you see where it says choose name?
Oh? Oh, there it is. Choose name.
Yeah, click on that. And type in whatever username you want to use.
There we go.
Alright.
Yeah, I have work tomorrow along with college finals, so good luck. And the finals is over college algebra. Good luck, Shibo. I slept like all day today because I had the day off. Nice. I did have the day off today, but the thing is, if someone comes in and wakes me up, I cannot go back to sleep. My mother did that today, and then I passed out in Flynn's car today, and he came back and woke me up, and then I need to use the restroom, but I was locked in his car.
I
So,
sent you a battle challenge and we can get started.
okay, how do I accept it?
You'll go to Home,
Home,
the Home tab up top,
accept.
and click Accept.
It's a blank page. Hello. Um, yes, my team. Wanna accept it? There we go.
There we go.
Ah. Sorry about that, guys.
That's not what I wanted.
Who's winning?
We just started our first battle, so no one at the moment.
Yes, I am teaching my girlfriend competitive Pokemon. Now, Now, you need to accept open team sheets because we are simulating the closest we can get to Pokemon Battle. And now you can see my team.
Okay.
Because you see open team sheet, this will be all the information that you see here. That is all that you will be able to see for your opponent.
To get out of high school time. I gotta go, sis. I'll DM you tomorrow. Bye, crazy. Have a good day.
You're looking at your own team sheet, which you already know your Pokemon, so you're gonna wanna look at my open team sheet for Flynn.
Give me 1 second.
Alright, I'll let you go, little birds. Go have fun.
Well, definitely try your best. I'm trying to be able to sleep. I had this perfectly set up and now I ruined it. Okay, so now I need to
Open the chat. Put it in such a way so that the chat is automatically open, like orient it in a way. You're gonna need to expand your screen a bit.
Yeah, I will. That's what I'm trying to.
Expand yours, not mine.
There we go. Like that?
Yep. And now you can look at my team sheet, which is the one for Flint Hunter 7. This is what it's pretty much going to look like. And now I will give you 2 minutes to study the sheet.
Oh shit, you have a fairy type.
Got 1 minute left.
Shit. Ah!
And then I start the timer. Oh, Void left.
Yeah, he said good luck.
Oh.
Okay. I think I can do this.
Alright, timer starts now.
Okay.
Select the 4 Pokemon you're bringing. Now, what you're probably going to want to do here is try to Salt Cure my Mousehold and Dragon Dance on your Dragonite.
Your Murkrow didn't go though.
Yes, it did. It set up Tailwind.
Hmm.
And now, Dragon Claw. Actually, Dragon Dance again would probably be your best bet. Got 20 seconds left.
Shit. Mm-hmm.
Let's see if you can navigate this turn on your own.
Shit!
Well, despite what you think, you have me in a fairly precarious situation. I'm being serious. Rage. No. Crap.
Bye bye, mouse.
You're getting better.
Ah, shoot!
You're already getting better, I will say that.
Shoot! Me?
To be fair, I am actually kind of strong. Okay. Oh.
I'm gonna head off for the night. Have a good stream. Bye, Shivo. Sorry I didn't see that earlier.
You do have me struggling. I am using my big brain to try to think my way out. And don't forget, you can terrestrialize.
I need to freaking wake him up! Yes, he finally woke up!
Oh, shit.
No, you put me back to sleep!
Yep.
I took so long just to wake him up!
To be fair, he should have woken up much earlier. That was just unlucky on your part.
Ah!
Oh, shit.
Die!
Yeah, no, I cannot.
No, you put both of my freaking back.
Trust me, it would take a lot for me to come back from this.
You literally put both of my Pokemon to sleep. You have some time.
Let me put it to you this way. I would have had to read that perfectly in order, like, each Pokemon, when it wakes up, when it falls asleep, I would have had to play that perfectly. Now, keep in mind, you beat me on your own.
And you did know my team and how it set it up, and I.
Yeah. So, now we play again.
Yeah, give me one second. Trying to freaking accept your friend and right. Fine.
Open team sheets.
My team. You little.
What?
You're using my team against me.
Oh, I actually didn't mean for that to happen. Close out of this battle. That was actually unintentional. I meant to use... Because here's the thing. That would have gotten me disqualified. I have to use the exact same team.
Accept. Okay. You little. Frick! I should have went.
Don't forget, you can always protect.
I know, but Glaceon doesn't have protect.
It doesn't?
No,
It should.
Nope.
Hold on. I told you to give it protect. That did not work.
Okay. Finally got rid of one of their Pokemon. Ah! Ah!
Oh shit.
Shoot! Ugh. I'll use Protect on both of your Pokemon?
Yeah. Fuck.
Shoot! Bomb of snow doesn't do anything to you.
Alright, time to play my absolute heart out.
How did that miss?
Because it only has 70% accuracy outside of snow. That's what Lockjaw does. No. That's 2 games in a row you won.
Hehe.
But
Hey, I'm trying. I don't know what's super effective
you're
and
doing
not.
very well. You are doing very, very well.
Yay.
However, it's time to bring out the big guns.
Yay.
Oh, fuck.
I actually froze one of them. Oh, shoot!
I want that Excalibur gone. Ooh.
I'm taking advantage of you being frozen.
Come on, wake up. Please wake
He's
up.
not awake. You have to thaw him out.
Please thaw out Tinglu. This is the perfect opportunity. Oh shit.
No, you thought! No.
Go ahead, use Glaive Fresh again. I dare you. Oh shit. Well, time to start being a complete and total whack-ass.
Who's winning? Currently me, which I'm very surprised about.
Yeah, no, she is doing an incredible job, and let's see. You are giving me a very, very hard time.
You're welcome. No! Oh, you almost got my Glaceon. No! Come on, please. No!
Yes.
No! You put me to sleep! Oh! Oh, but I still have you!
Oh, shit.
Die! I can do this! I can do this!
Yep, you've done it. Holy shit.
I thought I didn't have my Gardevoir!
You might just have the makings of quite the...
Rip trap. Yes, Winter, I won!
Yeah, she's won every battle we've done.
Yeah, and I've been using my Glaceon, and you said that Glaceon would suck.
Well,
this tells you something, my lord.
yes, I do. But I called the start. Yeah, no, why does your Glaceon have Ice Shard?
I don't know. Because I have
It should have Protect.
Shoot! Oh, shoot.
That's fine.
No!
There we go.
Shoot!
I'm sorry.
No, you're not. You're not one bit sorry.
There we go.
Mm.
But hey, now we go into game 3.
No, this is game 4.
Well, I'm using a different team, which normally would not be allowed, but
It is in this matter.
so now BGC Regulation 3. Because I'm pretty much treating this like I'm a different opponent with a different team, because the first one I used the same team twice and you won twice. So therefore you won. But this time you won one and you lost one. Also, this should be on. Oh shit. I was not expecting that KO. Yeah, two. There we go. Now I'm doing better.
See, it's just a gamble at this point. Which one are you gonna switch out?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I've just been kind of playing with my food at this point.
Yes, yes, you have. I couldn't tell.
I was doing something called Intimidate Cycling. Wow, you got the double protect. Hey,
Yeah!
welcome, cadet.
Hi, cadet. Ah!
Alright. What other teams can I slap together from the machinations of my mind?
I don't know. I was doing so well.
Well, I found the team to counter yours. It's just unfortunate, but I I will be challenging you with a slightly different team this time.
You little shit. I wish she looked rough. Thank you, Winter.
Alright.
Oh, you freaking. Nothing!
You're really not gonna like what happens next if it actually goes off. Oh no. Oh no.
You little. Just freaking die already.
Wo Chien will never die. You know what? For the fun of it, let's see if I can hit another fissure. Nope. Okay.
Oh, you stupid watching to die!
Wo Chien will never die.
You little shh.
I love it that Wo Chien picked up 2 KOs on the same turn. Oh my god, I am... This is a lot less close than the other matches, but I am still treating you as I would any other opponent at this point. Crap, I'm getting a net loss.
Put down that freaking shield! I'm killing your Wuchen whether you like it or not!
Wo Chien will never die.
Good night, guys. Good night, Winter. Hope you guys have a good night.
Good night. Sorry for the boring stream.
Die, you freaking little... No, I wasn't. Tell me how giraffe gets. No, I was informal. I now have a little bit
Well,
more
honestly,
time.
at this point, I think it's time for us to call it a night.
Yeah. Thank you, Winter. Thank you, Cadet. Thank you, everyone, to join. I won 2 games. He won like 4.
Hey, you did a very good job.
Right, until you understood my team and the Pokemon that would kill me. Then I did horrible.
Well, my noticing is that you didn't use your terrestrialization as early as you should have.
I know that. I just keep on forgetting it's a thing.
Yes, and that's understandable. It's still a new gimmick.
Well, yeah, thank you everyone for joining. I will try and stream later. I'm gonna be editing a video tonight, and it should be posted tomorrow. If not tomorrow, Saturday.
Oh, also, hold on. Before you end, I got something I need to do.
Which is... Should I be concerned? Okay, I need to put back on the reward thing. There you go. Guys, I should be concerned what he's doing. Don't you? Please tell me. No! Why? You paid for my food today. I try to pay you back. You don't need to give me money.
Yes, I do.
No, I didn't. No, you don't.
You gave me an evening of entertainment.
Why? Now I just got the freaking email that you sent it to me.
Anyways, try to use your terrestrialization earlier, especially on Abomasnow when my Arcanine is threatening a Flare Blitz. That would be a good time to terrestrialize and completely turn that on my head.
That last one, I accidentally selected a Pokemon I didn't want to. So...
Yeah.
Good job.
Well, what I would recommend for your,
Another day. Oh my god.
For your Abomasnow, Glaceon lead, what I would recommend is at least when you have something like the Arcanine or King Gambit that can threaten the KO, pair a Dragon and then click super effective move, because Glaceon has that chilling water, which isn't very powerful, but is A, super effective, and B, also has the chance, or I don't think has the chance, but guarantee lowers Glace or the attack stat of of the Pokemon you use it on. So that would essentially force me to swap out Arcanine to get rid of that debuff, and that would help you gain a lot of ground.
Guys, can you please tell my boyfriend to not donate any more to me? I have a job now!
So?
You don't need to give me anything.
Well, Winter told me to donate more, so...
No! I'm ending the stream before he does anything. I love you all. Expect a video tomorrow. It's gonna be a new RP series. It's a solo-ish series, and keep donating. It's entertaining now how she reacts. I'm just gonna gonna die. He can just buy me lunch tomorrow.
Well, I had fun with you all. It was great talking to y'all, and I had lots of fun. Good night, all.
I make it like 50...
sorry for the person who sorry for the person who just joined on our Twitch side, but the stream is ending, so you can pack it up and go home.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, y'all, I am sorry about my streaming schedule and everything. I promise I will fix it up. What I plan on doing is recording Wednesday, editing Thursday, and submitting a video on Friday. And then I will stream whenever I get the chance. I promise you guys that I will stream, but now that I have a job and it's night shifts, I don't know when. But thank you all so much for attending. Thank you, Flynn, for teaching me Pokemon. And now I'm going to strangle him tomorrow.
Yay! I get my lifelong dream to die!
No! I'm actually going to torture you to live. I'm just going to treat you with a bunch of love.
Good night.
Good night, everyone. Thank you all for